All right, now I want to start adding content to the page and styling the page a little bit more. First of all, we need some navigation from page to page. And while often you think of that as being header information and being the same on each page, in another sense, it's pretty much of equal value to header and content and footer. So partially to make it easier to style, I'm going to remove the navigation from the header where I had it in the wireframe and put it separately out here. That way I don't have to work so hard at positioning this menu at the bottom of the header. It'll just stack with everything the way I want. All right, so if we go back and look at the HTML, we see that in the header there is no navigation. So right underneath it, I'll go ahead and put in a nav. And I'll put a closing tag for it. And I'm going to go ahead and specify some content here. Now, a menu navigation is a list of places you want to go. So I'm going to create this as an unordered list. And I'll put the closing tag here, unordered list, close. And I'm going to put a few items in here. And these will be basically the name of the different pages we're going to have. Typically you'll have something like a home page, which is your landing page for the site. And very often you'll have a link to it in your menu. Sometimes just clicking on an icon in the header will take you there. We also have our main content, which is recipes. We might have an About Us page. That could also be on the home. So I'm just going to put contact. Well, let's go ahead and put an About Us. So depending on how much information you have, how complex the site is, you'll have varying number of these, but this particular navigation should be main navigation, not have a link to every little thing. Like you're going to have multiple recipes, you don't have every recipe listed, just a link to recipes, your first recipe site that will then link to the other ones. All right, so I wonder what that looks like. I'll do a save, reload. Okay, so here we have the nav. Now we've done no styling here. This is where we want to add some CSS and look at our first example of block versus inline positioning, because we want this to be a horizontal menu rather than a vertical list.